Good morning. Welcome back to training session of OB Analytics. Okay, and today we are going to discuss mainly on different types of views in OBI. Okay, and coming to this views part, we do have many views. They are like title view, whatever the result that we are viewing all we are observing already, that is table view, and we do have a lot of views over here. We do have around 17 to 18 types of views, and out of which we will be widely using few views only. Okay, let me show what are the different views that are available. Let me put them down over here. Pivot table, graph, and in graph we have various types of graphs like line charts, bar charts, bubble charts, and all, and gauge, funnel, map, filters, column selector, view selector, legend, narrative view, and we do have many kind of views. I don't exactly remember these names as well. Okay, let us start one after the other. Let me start with this title view. Okay, now let's discuss about this title view. I have developed a report with these particular columns, and the moment I click on results, the table will be available over here. Okay, or else let me start from the basics. Click on analysis, and I'm going to develop a report with year, region, as well as dollars. Okay, after clicking on the results over here, I do have something over here called as title, where I have not provided anything to it. Okay, if you want to view title for a report, then we can make use of this title view. If you want, generally, after preparing the report, we will be sharing all the reports on dashboards. We will be placing all reports on dashboard, and the dashboard will be the final end product for our customer. And in dashboard, if you place any report without any title, it won't look good. Okay? If you want to view how this table is going to look in dashboard, we have something called as show how results will look on the dashboard button over here. Okay, we have some button over here called as show how results look in dashboard. The moment we click on that button, a pop-up window will open over here, and it will be showing how this table is gonna appear on dashboard. See, this table will be appearing individually in dashboard without any kind of name or anything, any heading to it. Okay, this title view is nothing but providing it. By using this title view, we are going to provide a heading for this particular table. Okay, let us start working on how we can provide names to the title views. Instead, here we can provide a title name over here. That is I'm going to provide a name as performance report, or else like region wise performance report, and click on done. Then now this name will appear in dashboard. It looks good, right? So that is the use of this title view. And coming to this title view part, here instead of name we can also provide, if you are using some prompts, then we can provide that. Okay, we can provide that if that prompt is going to store that prompt selection in a variable, and using variable prompts we can display that selection name over here. Let us say like central performance report. Okay, if he is going to select central, then here central will display, and the name, the other thing, that is performance report, can also be displayed over here. Okay, and I think I have shown that to you while I am working on these prompts, or else let me do that quickly now. Go to prompts, click on new column prompt, region, choice list, click on OK, and edit this prompt and go to other options, set a variable, presentation variable, and I'm going to copy this variable because I'm going to use this particular variable in my title view. Click on OK, and coming to the results part, and here I am going to provide for at the rate of okay, this is the presentation variable. This region prompt is the presentation variable that I have taken, and this at the rate of and these flower brackets are a syntax to display presentation variable. Okay, click on done. Navigate to this prompts tab and click on preview. Here now I am going to select central. Click on OK. See, now here it's displaying like central wise performance report for central. Okay, you can observe carefully here, like here it's displaying like region wise performance report for central. This central, how did this central came here? Through by using this presentation variable. If you are going to select like two variables over here, sorry, like two regions, click on OK. Now it will be displaying like region wise performance for central comma east. It will automatically happen comma over there for different set of values that it's going to receive based upon our selection. That is one use of one other use of this title view, and we do have one more thing, that is here. If you want to display our company logo over here, okay, if you want to display our company logo, if you want to add logo to our report title, then we can add logo over here. But for providing logos and all, we do have a particular syntax, and whatever the logo that we are going to add to the particular report, we need to place that logo in some two particular locations in OBI server. That is, this is one location. It is CBA11G user product domain, BA foundation domain, servers, admin server, TMP, and there is no need to remember this because we will not be using this much frequently. We can Google it and we can do this operation. Okay, we do have similar location like other location. Okay, whatever the image that we are going to use there, that image need to be placed in both the locations. Okay, whatever the image that we are going to use, we need to place that particular image in both the locations. Okay, let's for our particular report, let us say I just want to use this report trends image. Copy the image name, and here the type of image is JPEG. Here I need to provide a syntax like fmap colon images slash. Okay, this image slash is nothing but the folder in which you are going to save. Fmap is nothing but here it's going to take all this entire path up to this s underscore blafp. From s underscore blafp, if you are going to create some more number of tables or something else, okay, we need to provide that. Okay, we need to provide that folder name followed by the corresponding path. Okay, fmap will fmap it's going to take this entire path up to s underscore blafp, and from s underscore blafp, if we are going to create hierarchy of folders depending upon your project requirements, then you need to provide path next to s underscore blafp. Okay, fmap colon is nothing but it's going to take this entire path up to s underscore blafp. Okay, the moment you place your desired images into this particular location, okay, if you want to place, if you want to make use of your own image instead of using the image that are provided over here, the moment you place your images into this particular location, okay, after placing images into this particular location, we do have one more location like this, same location like this, and we need to place our images in both the locations, and after that we need to restart all OBI servers. Sometimes it's going to work, and believe me, I don't know why it happens. It's if you paste it and if you are trying to access that particular image using app, sometimes it's going to work, and at sometimes it's not going to work. If it's not working, the best option that we can do is to restart our server. After placing the images, okay, now what I want to do is let us say I have placed let us consider I have placed this particular image, and I want to use this particular image in my title view. Click on F2, copy the name of that particular image, and here I need to paste this name followed by its the type of image, that is JPG. After providing this path, just click on the subtitle cursor. Okay, the moment you click on over here, if that image is available, okay, then it's gonna display over here. The preview is going to get displayed over here. If it is not working perfectly, like let me say if I placed the image now and I have not restarted sometime, then it won't be showing over here. Okay, during that time, what we need to do is we need to restart our servers. It's a weird error kind of bug, but OBI is going to release a new version, that is OBI 12c, in a few days, and they have rectified this problem over there. Okay, they are providing for logo, they are providing just select image button over here. By this we can just click on that particular button and we can upload our particular image into the server without doing all these kind of restart operations and all, which will be very convenient for us. But as of now, for up to 11.117, this is the only go in order to work around for this. And subtitle, let us check how this subtitle is gonna look. Let me check whether this variable presentation variable works in subtitle as well. Okay, let me click on preview now. See, the preview will be like this. Okay, let us check whether how it's gonna look in dashboard. I'm going to select Central and East. Click on OK. Perfect. This presentation variable thing works in this bottom part even. Okay, this is all about this title view. Did I left anything over here? Okay. And we do have one more option here, that is like someone is going to develop a report, and they have developed a report at that particular time, and they do have some PDF proof or something like that. And if they are going to talk about something like some of the results are not available in the report, so it's better to display time at which the report got generated. So the standard started time is nothing but whatever the thing that we are going to select, it's going to display time and date, each and everything. If you want to display date alone, then we can select this date, or if you want to display this time alone, we can select time. If you want to display this date and time together, okay, the report running time will get captured and placed on that particular title. And if you want to provide any help URL for event, then you can provide that particular help URL event. Now let me say for my convenience, I'm providing it as Google. Okay, this presentation variable can be used anywhere over here, that is maybe in title and as well as in subtitle. Click on done, and let me verify whether how this is going to work out in dashboard. I want to click on OK. The exact report running time, that is 9:32. Okay, my system time will get captured over here, or maybe my server time. Sometimes while working in real-time scenarios, what happens is we'll be configuring our server to US time zones or something like that. So it's better not to get confused with whatever the time that is getting displayed over here. I think even in my system, for this particular OBA server, I think it got configured to some other time zone. So I'm getting this difference, 9:23 and 9:33. I'll let it be. This is all about this title view. And coming to the next view, that is table view. Table view is something that we are viewing from the day one over here. That is nothing but a table. Okay, in this table view, we can display each and everything in 2D format. But just to give you a heads up, here whatever the views we are going to discuss over here. In database, views are called as something like a particular selection from a particular table. Okay, if you want to select only particular columns from particular table, and if you want to generate a separate table, that table view is called as a general view in database level. But coming to the views in OBA, here view is nothing but a term that will be useful to display output to the end user. That output display may be in any other form, any kind of form, that is maybe in the form of table, in the form of graph, in the form of gauge chart, in the form of funnel chart, or whatever it may be. But whatever the data that is present in the database, that is needed to be visualized. And we do have something called as dynamic visualizations over here, and that is the specialty of analytics. Okay, coming to the table view. Table view is nothing but whatever the view table that we are using from the day one. And coming in this table view, we have some new additions in OB. That is, for this table, till now we are viewing. We are just dragging and dropping columns over here, and we are viewing results. And if you feel like configuring the arrangement over here in this table, then we can click on this edit button over here. The moment you click on this edit button over here, we have something called as table prompts as well as sections. Okay, let me add one more column to this particular report so that it will be very convenient for us to work on this particular layout option. Here I do have a column from time. Let me add some from products. I'm going to provide item type. This table prompt is nothing but if I need a if I am planning to have a prompt for this table level. Okay, if I just want a prompt for this table, let me say I want a prompt for item type. So just be careful while dragging and dropping over here. Okay, let me make this as full screen so that it will be convenient for us to work. I have dropped this item type on section spot, but I was planning to drop it on this table prompts. Okay, the moment I drop this particular column onto table prompts, what happens is a prompt will get generated over here. From this prompt, I can have my own selection. And coming to this section, sorry for the pause. Okay, this section is nothing but if you want to separate the report based upon some particular column, okay, then you can make use of this section part. And before jumping on to the section part, in this table prompts we have some option called as this totals. This totals is nothing but the grand total at the bottom level. If you want to display some grand total, okay, let me show that. Click on after the report, we need some total. I think it's not going to work for this. Why? Because we have placed this in table prompts. For these columns and measures, let me click on this after. The moment we click on that, here the grand total will be available for that particular thing. Okay, if you need a subtotal, okay, if you need subtotal for by year level, then you can click on this sigma button over here and click on after. The moment you click on here, see here 1998 total. The subtotals will get displayed over here in this particular table view. If you want it for region level as well. Okay, I think it's not it's going to make this a big clutter. Let me check that. Here it's going to display for entire central wise totals and all for particular year. Okay, depending upon our requirement, we can configure all these for table views. Till now we have seen table view as if like the moment the output whatever we are going to, that is going to get generated after dragging and dropping of the columns. But inside that table view we do have these many options. We do have one more thing over here, like, okay, let me work out on these sections. Coming to these sections, I just want to divide this report based upon the region. Okay, let me drag and drop regions into this section spot. Now depending upon the region, my entire report will get divided. Okay, I will be having a separate section for each and every individual region. If the moment I place that particular column into section, then I will be getting details of each and every particular region in a separate section. Instead of having them clubbed, it's going to divide the report into separate sections based upon the values, number of values. If you are having a like X number of values in that in region column, then it's going to display like in X number of sections. That is the use of this section. Or else let us say if in a particular requirement I just don't want to show this region, then if you want to exclude that particular thing, then you can place that column into is excluded. The moment you place that column into excluded, then that particular column will get excluded from displaying. In output, this particular column will not be available. Okay, that is all about this table view. And let me jump into next view. I have covered title view as well as table view. Now let us discuss about this pivot table. The pivot table is nothing but here it is just like a pivot concept that is available in. Okay, it is just like pivot concept that is available in Excel. In MS Excel we have something called as pivot, right? It is same like the pivot in Excel. It is just like pivot table in Excel, and this pivot table we have the ability to do rotate rows and columns and section headings to obtain different perspectives from the same data. Okay, we can interchange these rows and columns over here. That is the main advantage of this pivot. Okay, let us start working on that pivot now. I'm going to create a new report with year, month code, and in this customers dimension I'm going to select region, and from these products item type, and finally my measure, that is dollars, and click on results. Okay, this is nothing but a normal table view over here. If I want to here everything is getting displayed as empty. If I want to interchange these rows and columns over, okay, if I want to scatter it based upon this month code or based upon region, if I want to see how these dollars are distributed depending upon region and all, okay, then I can make use of this pivot table view. This is pivot table view. See here, whatever the regions that are present over here as in the particular rows, then they were sent into columns over here and their data distribution is shown over here. Like this we can configure depending upon our requirements. We can configure this pivot table depending upon our as many requirements as we have. Okay, let me put this here as well there. See, for central $1998, I'm having this particular value. And at the end, if I need some total to get displayed, then we can provide the total section even. And one more important thing that is present in this pivot table is you guys need to work around depending upon your requirements with these particular views. Okay. And okay, let me show one more thing that is available over here. Here, the moment I click on this particular whatever the image that is getting displayed over here, we have something called as duplicate layer is available over here. Here this month code is creating some disturbance over here. Okay, let me remove that month code. Okay, if I don't want to use some particular thing, then what I can do is I can put it into this excluded. See, now it's displaying perfectly. And here in these columns I can interchange the order. If I want these particular measure labels to get displayed at the top, then I can move it to top. If I want to hide this, then I can hide this. If I want something like totals, if I want totals to get displayed before that only, then you can make use of this. And here coming to this part, I have created some duplicate for this particular thing, and for this particular thing I need something like as I just want to change this particular name initially, that is like format headings, and I'm going to provide name as market share. And just click on this, and here we have something called as show data as values. Instead of values, I just want to have data in the form of percentages. I just want data in the form of percentages, whether how they are distributed and how depending upon the performance. Okay, here under percentage of option, okay, we will be using this very frequently. We do have something called as row. we do have something called as section, we do something called as page. Okay, we can filter these percentages based upon, okay, the percentage will get calculated based upon the particular selection that is present over here. If you need something like the percentage to get calculated based upon region, okay, I'm going to get calculated this percentage depending upon region. It's displaying as it's like as if it is 100 total percentages, but it is making a very wrong sense over here. I just want to need percentage based upon this year. Even that is not making any sense over here. Here the percentages are getting calculated for depending upon the entire row. In central, 1998 is acquiring 74.2% and the remaining 25% is being taken by 1999. Okay, this is not exact data, but I'm just showing the functionality, whether how we can generate these market shares and all by using this duplicate column option that is available over here. Okay, this format headings option is nothing but the way how we can provide renaming and all. The format measure values is nothing but by adding these decimal places. Okay, the displaying activities, everything will get control from this format measure values. And this show in this show data as it's in the form of if you want that in the form of percentages, or if you want that in the form of index of, then here we are going to configure that particular thing. And coming to the aggregate rule, the default aggregation rule that we do or have over here is like sum, and if you want to change it to anything over here, then we can change it. And coming to the one more thing, that is display as running sum. This display as running sum is nothing but the values will get keep on adding to each other. Okay, to get more grip on this, you guys just need to practice. That's it. Okay, that's what I can say. This is all about this pivot table view. Click on done, and in this results I just don't want this pivot table view. Okay, let me delete that. And coming to other views, let us discuss about this graph view now. This graph view is nothing but displaying data visually. Okay, this visual displaying is very important. Why? Because even laymen can understand how it's going on. Okay, these graphs are nothing but easy. These things are very easy and quick to understand. Okay, these things are these things makes our data visibility very easy. Okay, even illiterate people can understand what's going on. Okay, by observing the bars and all, they can very easily say what's going on around. Let me develop some graph for this particular report. Okay, this is nothing but graph view, but the main feature in OBI, that is here whatever the options that we do have here the values will get changed dynamically. Here on y-axis it's taking dollars, and on x-axis it is taking month code, but I don't want on month code. Okay, then if you want to edit that, just click on this edit button, add this month code to excluded, and I want only item type over here. Just click on preview button. Then you can see a beautiful graph. Depending upon our selection, the values will get varied dynamically. And we do have one more option over here for all the graphs, that is display as slider. Okay, to display as slider, let me take this year into x-axis. I'm taking this item type over here. Okay, or else I have placed this item type into this particular sections. While working on this, this is the frequent error that we used to get, and I'm sorry, it got hanged over here. Okay, now this is perfect. The moment you click on this preview, I have enabled slider for sections. This is for particular 1998 year, and this is the slider that got created. This slider is nothing but if you move this slider, then for each and every point it's going to take the whatever the thing that you have provided in sections, that is the item type. Okay, if you don't want to select each and everything, if you want to use this for some presentation, or then what you can do is you just click on this play button. Then it's going to show whether how values are changing dynamically. We'll be having a rich visualizations of whether how the data is getting changed. Okay, this is all about this graph views, and we do have one more thing, that is click on done. Performance title. This performance title is nothing but for any industry. Let us say for e-commerce industry, the sales will be the main figure. If you want to display total sales for the day, that is sum of all the sales for the day in a highlighted mode or something like that, then we can make use of this performance title. We can't do more configurations on this particular thing even. Okay, we can just change whether the look and feel of that's it, and we don't have many more options whether how to the changing the columns and all. Even it is just going to take only measures, that's it. Okay, I want to click on done and just click on preview. The total of sales will get displayed under that performance view. Okay, that is all about that particular performance title. And this trellis is nothing but here we are getting the values of these particular dollars in the form of, it's available in the form of figures for each and every individual item. If you want that in the form of graphs, then we can make use of this trellis. Okay, let me click on this simple now. See, instead of values, we'll be getting it in the form of these graphs. this is all about this release view. And coming to the other part, that is gauge chart. This gauge chart is nothing but it's kind of a speedometer. Here it's getting an error that the gauge canvas exceeds height size limit. Okay, let us configure that now. Let me take this. Let me exclude this month code. Then I think now it will get displayed. Even now it's not happening. Then let me move this regions to sections. Now, okay, perfect. Let me add a slider for this event. Click on done and click on preview. For this particular tabular report, this is graph view. This is one more other view, and here it is gauge view. The moment you click on this, then the values will get changed dynamically. But at many scenarios you will not be using this particular gauge views. Why? Because it won't convey much for us. Okay, that is all about this gauge view. And coming to this gauge, we have dialer as well as vertical bar event. I'm going to exclude this month code, and I'm going to put this selection into region into these sections. Okay, this is how this horizontal bar, it is just like kind of thermometer. Just revert this, okay, because it's going to add more weight on my server. Click on done. Okay, that is all about that particular gauge view. Even in graphs, we do have various kinds of graphs depending upon your requirement. Then you can make use of that particular appropriate graphs, and you can configure the columns into whether you need that in the section or you need that in the prompt and all based upon your requirements. Okay, and we do have something called as map. Funnel view is also kind of view, as if like this gauge view only. Okay, you guys can explore that. And coming to the one more thing, that is map view. This map view, it's difficult to explain it over here. Why? Because we need to do lot of configurations. If time permits, I'm going to take one entire session for that map view. In many of the scenarios they will not be using this, but it's better to know. Okay, nowadays they are using some in some projects they are using that. This map view is nothing but we have some areas over here, right? Okay, the display will appear on maps. That's it. Okay, we have if I have configured that to central, okay, a map will get displayed. Okay, we can configure that with backend map as Google Maps, or else maybe any other third-party provider. And here on the map for particular region, if you place my mouse cursor on particular regions that are available in my data, the moment I place my cursor onto that particular region, then it's gonna pop up the figure of sales or whatever it may be, that happens over there. Okay, and coming to the other views, that is the selection steps as well as these other views, I'm going to explain that tomorrow. Okay, this is all for today. Do you have any doubts? Now I have covered this gauge, funnel, this map. I need to cover this. Tomorrow I'm going to cover this. Filters I have already explained. What is filters? Column selector, view selector, legend, and all these views I'm going to discuss them tomorrow. And this coming to this map, I'm going to discuss this later. If time permits, I will be discuss that, or else I will just skip that. Okay. Okay, bye. Just keep practicing all these views and all. Your usage depends upon the way how you practice.